Hey class, what's up? My name is Delvin Walker. It is a pleasure to virtually meet you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and let's begin. So, a little bit about myself. So, we'll fast forward and keep it within the last 5 years. So, for the past 5 years, I've worked in education and higher ed for both for-profit, non-profit, and then now through the Houston Independent School District. So what my current job is, it has me extremely busy to where I could use a doppelganger and have 2 of me, maybe even 3, because I don't really have enough time to really have anything. So this is going to be a struggle, but let's power through it. So what do I do? Well, I am a CTE and dual credit specialist. What that is I have a total of 6 campuses, high school campuses, that I govern, kind of advise, and look over and try to help and implement different types of strategies, making sure that protocol is followed and that the students, instructors, and staff are all doing their job effectively in regards of dual credit and CTE. It is a new thing that's going on here in not just Texas but in the whole United States, and it's something that's here to stay, and how we develop that will turn out hopefully for positive role models with our youth as they continue to grow and use it to the best of their abilities. A little bit more. I'm a graduate from Indiana University, proud Hoosier, go Hoosiers, and big on education. My whole family is big on education. Every single member of my family, and I mean literally every single member that is over the age of the college age, are all college graduates. So when I was growing up, it wasn't were we going to college, it was here's your list of colleges, you better pick the best one. And so I try to use and convey that same type of mentality when it comes to the students, regardless of what background that they come from. And so I'm very passionate about helping our youth, both the youth that do come from, proper upbringings, and the youth that need that extra help and that boost from different types of male mentorship, which is why main reason why I'm excited and passionate about getting an education field, because there's not a lot of people that look like me, if you know what I mean, that are in education and that have credentials to not only validate what they're trying to teach and convey, but also lead by example and inspire our youth to where if I can do it, they can do it. So, my background, kind of talked about that already. For me, growing up, I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, in a city called Lawrenceville in Gwinnett County. And at that time, that was when the Mall of Georgia, for those of you that are familiar with the Mall of Georgia, the second largest mall in the nation. I don't know if it still is now, but that was at least the case about 12, 15 years ago. But at any rate, it was new and developed, and it was something that was brand new when I was coming up in school. And at that time, my high school consisted of 4,000 students total, which was huge. Nowadays, you have some schools where that, sometimes double that, depending on where you are in the States. But at any rate, at that time, getting lost in the shuffle was something that was very easy. So staying focused, staying in extracurricular activities, doing different types of extra tutorials if needed was a great way to try to stay ahead. In a sense, it was almost kind of like a mini college campus where you saw many students who got it and many students who got lost in the shuffle. Fortunately, with having the parental backing from my coaches and also a plethora of very helpful teachers, it helped me pursue and eventually graduate from high school and on to bigger and brighter, better things. So my lasting influence basically really came from my struggles. It wasn't all peaches and cream for me when I was in high school. I have had many days where I had a struggle of D's and F's because of the fact that I just turned out to be really lazy. A lot of the times it was easy to coast through class because our class sizes were so big and the teachers didn't really have time to kind of walk through the desk each and every day and say, hey, Mr. Walker, or hey, Mr. Johnson, or whoever the students are, you need to get your work and turn your assignments in. And so after finding out, the teacher didn't check my assignment, well, I guess I can get through scot-free, and not realizing until midterm or when it's time to look at grade reviews and knowing that, oh my God, what kind of grade did I get? I can't show this to my mom and dad. So it was a way to where I kind of, self-taught to get better and to survive and make it through and set a good example. So my deal is to help students like that to stay focused because, when you're in high school, the last thing you're thinking about is what's life's going to be like when you not only get done with high school, but as an adult. We all as kids, and I'm pretty sure you all can relate, when we're in high school or in college for that matter, where we can't wait to get out of mom and dad's roof, can't wait to get our own place. And then when it hits you and you're finally there, Like, oh my God, I did not know that life was going to be like this. Holding a job, not just getting a job, but getting a relevant one where you want to get up and you have to get up every day to pay for the bills that just keep coming around like clockwork. Seems like those things come faster than our paychecks do. But at any rate, that's just one of the many facets of what we need to teach our youth as far as for trying to budget and trying to live life to the fullest and being able to do all those things that they need and implement what they learned in high school and the teachings that come from their parents and from their instructors to try to help them be better. That's just one of many steps that teaches you. So, which degree program am I enrolled in? I'm enrolled in Masters of Education. And what I hope to garner from that when I get done is to just move up within my ranks. With me already being in a leadership role, working at the corporate office for HISD, it is a role that for many people my age, it's almost a dream come true. Sometimes when I go to work, it still feels surreal that I work in the office to where I'm surrounded by people that have worked in the school district for anywhere from 15 to 30 years, working their way up to the district. And me, this relatively young gunner in my early 30s, coming in and working at this district office with very limited experience getting there. So I definitely don't take that lightly with knowing that this opportunity that's bestowed upon me to do the best I can and then also to showcase it when it comes to our student population. So what I hope to do ultimately is getting maybe into a superintendent role, maybe into a principal role. There's a handful of different options that I want to get into, but it's more or less where I'm in a position to where I can kind of put some of my visions and some of my ideas together to help those students and not become another lecturer, like how some of our students look at their parents as, oh, another lecture from mom and dad. No, this is an actual way to where we can relate with you, let you know that we understand, maybe a little older, but we still get it, and we can help you through whatever trials and tribulations that you're going through, so that way you can live through a better life moving forward. So, my understanding of research compared to traditional research. So, traditional research basically, or I'm sorry, action research compared to traditional research. Action research, it's in the name, it's more action-oriented. It's taking non-traditional steps to try to get your research. It could be in the form of trying to do different type of engaging ways, where if it's looking up the statistics of something, whether if it's trying to look up the arguments of something. Whereas with traditional, you're doing your basics. You're looking up, all the factoids. You're going through and you're going to the library. You're going with your bibliographies, going in and getting your articles and reviews and things like that. Both are very different, but both are very effective depending on which ways are more comfortable with you. And I'm pretty sure as the class goes through, my knowledge and articulation with both of them will become more vetted to where I'm able to better describe that. Hopefully at near the end of the semester, maybe in the middle. But hopefully I'll have that better understanding as time goes through. So in a nutshell, that's it for the introduction. Again, it's a pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope for many more fruitful discussions from all of us moving forward. Thank you.